3, 2, 1. Eat what you kill. Hello, HuntChef Nation. We're here in Southwest Pennsylvania today to make my version of Beaver Gumbo. Now, it's gonna vary a little bit from way down south in Louisiana, Mississippi, but we're gonna kick it up a couple notches with some of my maple sausage, some of my venison ham, 3 HuntChef seasonings, a can of Hellas lager, and of course, these gorgeous beaver front shoulders. And you're not gonna wanna miss this one. Come together. All right, so first order of business is to get the beaver off the bone, people. All we're gonna do is just bone it out and chunk all the meat up. Now, a lot of people say beaver meat's greasy. Look, there's not a bit of fat on there, and most of the times I find beaver meat to be kind of sweet. The way that you cook it almost always is gonna be how tender it turns out. Now, these are front shoulders. They get quite a bit of work, so that's why we're gonna brown them and braise them and cook them real long and slow in that gumbo. Now we're really about ready to get this beaver gumbo party started. We're gonna start out with some canola oil, and we've got our trimmed up, diced up beaver meat in here. We go right in to get a good brown all the way around it. All right, so to start to kick things up, we've got the HuntChef Smoky Bayou. We're gonna season that beaver really liberally with it. Beaver's all browned off. It's made a lot of its own natural juices. That is gonna be an awesome other layer to this gumbo. So we're gonna get that out of there for right now. Back on the heat, back in with just a little more canola oil. We're gonna get our veggies started. Sweet onion, the bell peppers, and that celery, leaves and all. Now, I've seen a lot of cooks and chefs, when they make gumbo, they'll actually cook the vegetables in the roux. I don't like to do that because it leaches out a lot of the natural waters in them. I'd rather saute them like this and then make the roux separate, because we're gonna take these out, add it over to the beaver, and then we're gonna brown that maple sausage off, and some of the fat that comes out of it is gonna help flavor our roux as well. So a roux is a combination of fat and flour to be a thickening agent for soup, sauces, gumbos, and the like. So we just want to get that butter melted, and we're going to add in our flour. So the other thing about roux is the easiest, fastest, and the one that has the most thickening power is a blonde roux. So a blonde roux is cooked pretty quickly, really just about at the point where that butter or the fat has hydrated the flour, and it's done. But for gumbo, the very traditional way is to cook this roux until it's almost black. Very, very dark. Some folks like a nutty brown roux, but the thickening power lessens with as dark as it gets. You might have a decent amount of roux in your gumbo, but if it's good and dark, it can still be the consistency of the liquid once the gumbo is finished to kind of coat the back of a spoon, and not real heavy and thick like maybe a New England clam chowder. Look how good that looks already. First we're gonna do is go in with our, I love that sound, never gets old, about half a can of Hellas lager, our chicken broth, our okra, our gumbo filet powder, some black pepper, smoked HuntChef venison ham, that much, party fowl, oh, and last but not least, the HuntChef straight out of Pontchartrain blackening seasoning right over the top. I'm gonna bring the heat up a little bit, stir this all to combine. This is gonna be good. So a quick little garnish for our beaver gumbo. We're gonna season up our flour with a good liberal dose that's straight out of Pontchartrain. Keep the flavor, layers of flavor, rolling, baby. Just that easy. So each little piece, I'm gonna keep a dry hand. Just shake the excess off, right into the egg, into the cornmeal, and on the basket. We're finally ready to bring this thing together. Oh, it's been tormenting my life, people. It smells so good. All right, so we got our buttered rice. We get the gumbo in the bowl. Whoa, man, so much flavor, so much time. But you know, the prep was really well worth the effort, well worth the wait. Look at that. We got some green onions, jazz it up. Our fried okra for a little garnish. Hey, HuntChef Nation, we threw it down today. We made beaver gumbo, people, and it's absolutely delicious. You're watching HuntChef on Mountaintop Outdoors. And remember, always eat what you kill. Back here to finish up with the official taste tester of HuntChef Nation. Hey, Warren, this is last week's black bear ham. I want you to take a taste.
Whole thing?
The whole thing.
It's good.
It's good. It's real good, isn't it? Uh-huh. All right, so now we've got the beaver gumbo. Here, bub. I just want you to taste a little bit of the gravy. You tell everybody what you think of that.
Good.
Hey, he says it's good. I know. I tried it earlier. I'm digging in. You want to talk about a beaver that'll melt in your mouth? That's it right there. Woo! Oh, we did it, buddy.